Hello? Hello, hello. Oh dear. This has come undone. Did we have like an earthquake earlier? I didn't realize. Hold up. Need Miku to not fall into my coffee. That'd be a good. That would be good. I need that to not be a thing that happens. How does this mic arm always come undone? There we go. Like right there. Perfect. Okay. Sub chat. Oh my god, kitty. Oh my god, too, kitty. Beautiful. Okay, fellas, how's it going? Welcome back today on this fine Monday. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I was busy, but we're gonna get into it. Okay. So, first things first. Food time. We look at food. Thumbnail has Bazit. You're gonna love this stream then. She's not showing up once. Okay. Let's start with the screen. Popcorn, chicken, and hash brown bites. That sounds good as hell. With all the toppings. No price tag. That sounds good as hell. Versus 16-hour smoked brisket peppercorn burger. That also sounds good. These both sound good. God damn. When did the Scrandle start serving good food? What the fuck is this? For my money, I think I go with the hash brown bites. This is good, but this is really messy to eat at like a stadium. I'd go this. Pimento cheese milkshake. How about no? Vanilla ice cream, vanilla syrup, pimento cheese, potato chips. In a milkshake. Okay.
Pain and suffering.
Or the Italian beef combo, which just looks like meat and bread.
Ew.
That's a certified moment. Shadow Arwing, thank you for the resub for 40 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. I think that this is gonna win though. I was wrong. Smoked turkey wrap or never this. Never that. Beef pie? Sure is. The LX Hammer Burger. Cheeseburger bone in... I'm sorry. Bone in braised beef shank. Roasted mirepoix demi-glace. Blue cheese fondue brioche bun. 132 pounds! Bro, ain't no one ordering this shit. I think that's 150 US.
Ardaria wants Shiro to make that now.
Let me tell you guys a story. Years ago, I was Chinese. But also, years ago, I went to visit Colorado. When I was in high school, I was maybe like 16, something like that. Was in Colorado with my brother and a buddy of ours. And we were visiting there for recreational reasons. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And one evening, we were like, all right, let's go get some dinner after we had imbibed in some recreational enjoyment. And as we were doing that, we were like, oh, let's go to this restaurant. It looks okay. It says that they have, like, meat on the menu. And so we went there, and we were like, okay, let's take a look at this, let's take a look at the menu. And they had buffalo ribs. Now, if you're outside of America and you've never had buffalo or bison, it's like beef, but better. It's like, I understand entirely how these things were massacred off of the planet. They are so good. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, we look at it on the menu. There's no pictures. We look at the menu and we ask the waiter, hey, how much meat would you reckon is on this? Would we be able to share it between us? Because it was $100 for buffalo rib, for like a thing of buffalo ribs, and it was three buffalo ribs, and we're like, all right, let's go fuck that shit up. And they're like, there's a lot of meat, you'll be good. We're like, all right, cool. We order it. It's $100, and we get it. This was like our big meal of like the trip, like something cool and like really, really fun. And it comes out and it's all bone with like a tiny nugget of meat on it. This right here is reminding me of that shit, where it's just like, we're just gonna upcharge you for some bullshit. This is the kind of food that if you order this, you go to hell by default. And yet, these are illiterate Brits who can't read the price data. Alright. Chili cheese dog or the freak burger? I think I go freak burger. Okay. Quesadilla tacos. Those look good as hell. Over the lamb kofta and rice. Swedish meatball sub. Or the gay cake. The gay cake looks good as hell. The freak shake. It's called the freak shake. Yeah, we go with the freak shake, dude. That sounds awesome. It's millennial food, but it's better than the other thing. Tastes like rainbow. Oh, that junk tastes like fucking food dye, dude. It doesn't taste like anything else. Waffle chips with mayo, roasted onion bits. That's a lot of roasted onion bits, but it looks okay, actually. Fuck it up, Finland. I see you. Oh. Nachos with the skin cheese forming. I don't like that I can see the skin cheese forming. Versus shoyu chicken and Kahlua pork platter. Bro. This is what they serve at luau's and shit. But like, here's the thing. I've been to Hawaiian luau's. Everything there, it tastes the same. I'm gonna go here, but you know, cheeseburger or shit.
Where the Kahlua Park, I don't see shit. I'm insulted.
I guess. I think that this is gonna beat this burger. I'm off my game, man. I'm tired. $2 tacos, each for $2, so that's $6. And I didn't mean to pick that. That was a misclick. Whew. What's up, Luke? What's up, Dapper? Beesjurger. Alright, well, I'm off my game, fellas. Alright. This is Aizen from Bleach. Alternatively, this is Kijo Koyo. No, this looks like a Nasu. This is a Takeuchi. Is this Kage Tora, but actually not Kage Tora, is this Kenshin? Yes. God, I wish it was Aizen. Real. Alright. Is it Huyen Joe? Nope. Okay, so I'm going to assume it's AoE. It's an AoE man. A good AoE man. Is this Gawain? No, we're getting closer though. Permanent. Single target quick. Oh, it's Karna. No, what? Who's a single target? Is it Diramud? That guy. That guy I forget about. Morning. Alright. To Japan. Is it Huyen Joe? Huyen no. Single target, probably single target buster. Not chaotic evil. It's a good guy. A good single target buster guy. Like fucking who? They can't be that good if they're singling out people, can they? Betty. Nope. It is single target buster though. I did get that. And it's permanent or welfare. It's not a saber. Not a saber. Single target buster, good guy. Charles Henry Sanson. Nope. Sanson's evil? I guess if it's like based on how they view themselves, that makes sense. So permanent. Single target permanent 4-star. Not David, it's not a 3-star. He'd be lawful good. Single target. That's what's fucking me up is the I would say Gareth, but it's not a bronze. Single target. Is it Harada? No. Okay, not okay. Year 2 servant. Year 2 Lancer. Four-star permanent Lancer that was added in Year 2, who's lawful good, Who got added in year 2 who would be permanent? The only one okay, so that would be around the time of Epic of Remnant, which released in the order of... Is it fucking Vlad? Show me Vlad Extra. I always forget he's lawful good. Not bad. That's Hijikata. That's maybe one of the easier ones I've ever seen. Dude's got a very, very unique art style. That's Hijikata. Alright. This is upside down. I'd have half a mind to say this was Kiyohime, but I know it's not. It's not the right art style. This one might be Kijo Koyo. No. Is it fucking Genshin again? No. Wait. No. This is Japanese as fuck. You guys can't see it, but I'm craning my head upside down. Oh wait, I have technology. I can just do this. What the hell am I doing? Who is that? Is it just Kage Tora? It is Genshin. Fuck you, game. Guess this animal. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna do a shot in the dark. Say it's Voyager. Ain't no way. God damn, that's crazy. Okay, game. Literally giving me nothing to work on, so I'm just gonna say this is Medea. Medea Lily. No, it's it's Archer Artoria. That was gonna be my second guess, is that it was gonna be Archer Artoria. Alright, next up. They're killing it with these backgrounds. I can't lie. It's still really easy. This is Passion Lip Summer. This is Joan of Arc. This is Joan of Arc Altar. This is Don Quixote. Okay, well now I'm just lost. Year 2, Epic of Remnant. Is this Janta? That's Janta. The one fucking Jorn I didn't pick. That's Eric Bloodaxe. Easy. Easiest one yet, dude. How much do you think I glare at this render every fucking time? In one. Never question me on Eric. I know Eric. That's my man. That's my man right there. What the fuck?
Husband is on fire.
Gee, I wonder. can't remember his name. It's the four. It's Yu's husband. Zhang. Okay, it is Zhang Yu. I'm gonna brain fart there. All right, this will be the last one. Now, me and Gunhild are fucking pen pals talking about Eric.
Husband is on fire. Please put him out.
I feel like I know this one is very familiar. This one's very familiar. It's a very ornate art style. Part of me wants to say it's Kijo Koyo, but I don't think that's right. It's Japanese, I'm pretty sure. Is it Komachi? Do one more. Damn, that's crazy. I ain't got much to work on with this, so I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is not Eric Bloodaxe, so I don't know. Caesar. Okay, that doesn't help me. God, I should have quit. I should have quit on the last one. Fuck. I'm trying to place the art style, and right now I'm not getting enough detail to do that. I'm just gonna throw out another one, say it's David, even though I don't think it is. Okay, we're getting somewhere. What's another random? I'm just gonna say it's Ash. No. Is this wait, this is Domen? Yes, there we go. It's this part of his fucking cape right here. There we go. Alright. Easy. Fucking bastard, my beloved. Okay. Fellas. Both have big breasts, close enough. True! Alright. So, we can do one of two things today, fellas. We can. Either I can farm quartz right now, or we can play the guessing game. The mystery servant quiz game. I'm okay with either one. Alternatively, I find a way to get Saint Quartz and roll for the last copy of Lacusta I need. Because I forgot they were going to drop that event. How do you farm Saint Quartz? Is it just bond farming, or are you just missing some quests? Oh, I'm missing a lot of quests. That's what it is. Allow me to show you. I'm mostly caught up on the main record ones. Oop. Alright, you know what? I'm thinking Mystery Quiz is a bad idea today, because the latency is very, very bad. If I said that a minute ago and you're just now typing in for this, there's a good chance that we don't do that. Okay. I mean, we're almost fully caught up on my harvest. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this and shoot the shit. Mushroom farming it is. I need just one copy to get her to 120. That's it. I need a singular copy to get Lakusa to 120. Yeah, latency's maybe kicking my ass right now, and I don't know why. I don't know what changed. Oh, by the way, I've temporarily ported my account over to a La Costa Io. Sit down and think about what you did, young man. People being here just saying shit. Oh, that's right. I need to change all this. Yeah, as I was saying, I've temporarily switched over to BlueStacks, which I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't want to be using BlueStacks. I don't really like BlueStacks that much from when I used it in the past. But apparently there was an issue with LD Player recently. Which is where LD Player was selling accounts that were tied to it. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't know how true that is. I don't know like what the validity of that rumor was. Mostly because it came from a Reddit post. Right? But supposedly LD Player was logging your information that you use for logins and then having it be that and then like reselling your account to other people. All I'm saying is I don't see Lakusta appeal so many people love her. It's just wrong. I'm using LD Player right now. What I think that so long as you change your password for your Aniplex account, it should be okay. Probably. I'm gonna be real. Again, this is all like shit from Reddit, but I mean, one of my mods linked it and was just like, "Hey, maybe be concerned about this." And it's a shame because LD Player is the one of these that works the best, like easily. Like it's not even close how much of a better performance LD Player is than anything else. Ritsuko's now a higher rank than Waver. Get fucked. Yeah, I don't know what proof the people have for that other than a guy on Reddit said it was true. I'll look into it more, but it was enough to spook me off of LD Player for a little bit. Well, Reddit's a confusing cesspool because it's full of people who have very strong opinions about shit that they don't actually understand. It's my free-to-play alt, so it's worthless account anyway. I'm safe. Valid. Yeah, my mom pinged me and said LD Player is bad. And I was just like, what? How do you know about that? Fellas. Okay. I have a genuine question for all of you. Unrelated to anything that's happening in the Fate verse right now. Hold on. Thank you for encouraging me to turn the Prisma summary into a vid. However, life has been throttling me between good and bad stuff. I'm going to do your Reddit suggestion, though. Yeah, sure. The hell was I saying? Oh, my brain! Oh yeah, unrelated to anything. Chat, who has the worst? Who has the worst design in Fate? What character has the worst design in Fate? I'm talking like just everything went wrong. Now, I would like to preface this with my opinion, and that is that I don't think Fate has any necessarily bad designs. There are some that are created better than others, though. For example, Lohi, 10 out of 10. Romulus, Summer Miu, I saw Summer Chloe, Samba Ketz, Columbus. Okay, I'll fight you on Columbus, but I also really like that dude's art style a lot, so I'm biased. Cuckoo, Ibuki, Cuckoo, what? Interesting, okay. I don't accept Samba Ket's slander. Howdy. I have no clue. I have the designs that I don't like, but none that I think are total garbage. I mean, I'm not saying that garbage. I'm saying, what is the design that you think is the worst? It doesn't. Like I said, I don't think that any of the designs in the game are particularly bad. I just think that, you know, some are better than others for sure. Worst is a big word. I'd say someone like Sanson, who has an unoriginal design and barely any variation between his ascensions. You see, I can kind of get behind that. I don't dislike Sanson. I don't even dislike Sanson's design. In fact, if you go look at like his anniversary CEs where they like the traveling thing that they do, he looks great in all of those. But his base design, the base Sanson design, where he's got these big old shoulders, yeah, that one I can totally be like, Probs Parvati. Yeah, Parvati is kind of up there for me too, because she's just like, there's nothing wrong with the Parvati design other than it being well, I was gonna say a white woman, a Japanese woman in a traditional Indian sacred outfit. And so it's just like, I don't know, a little bit odd. Sanson looks peak in anything but his goofy-ass coat. Pretty much, yeah. Draco, Stage 1. Yeah. Wait, no. Not Stage 1. Draco Stage 2. Draco Stage 1 is good. I fuck with Draco Stage 1, where she's got, like, the dress. That's good shit. Draco Stage 2, I'm more like, You see, here's the thing. My issue with that one is entirely down to, like, the costuming. I don't like that it's a child in a fucking, like, micro bikini. Depravity, whatever, I get it. But also, like, The worst is Summer Lancelot. I cannot see him in that art. Okay, you know what? That one's worth pulling up because I love that one. I love that one for the wrong reasons. Why did it pull up Zero-chan? I did not fucking click that shit. Fuck off. AI generating slum site. Get that shit out of here. Never. I've never once, ever gone to that site. Let's talk about this. So look at this. Really, really good, right? All of this, good design. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say phenomenal design. Right? Yeah, no, I knew which one you were talking about. Stage 1 Draco, I think, is phenomenal. I love that look for her. It's really good. It's the stage 2. Zero Chance still exists. Zero Chance exists exclusively to AI generate your waifus. I'm unfortunately familiar with it because when I do research for videos and need like images and shit like that, it always comes up as an option, like the 5th one. Like, hey, do you want to make one yourself? Like, how about I shove a fucking stick up your ass and twist it? Never ask me to AI generate anything. I will fucking kill you. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, this looks good, right? Not bad. It's pretty good. That's the wrong one. I need this one. No, not this one. Is it this one? That's not what I clicked. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Bro's trying to strike me a deal. This is the face of someone who's going to pay you to fuck his wife. Lancelot, I ain't doing it. The last time somebody fucked your wife, you killed a bunch of people. I ain't doing it this time, Lancelot. It's not happening. I'm not going to be responsible for your crash out. No, it's not happening, man. Get that shit out of my face. Hate that. His seat at the round table is by King Arthur's bed. How dare you be correct? Always. Young Juvenile, thank you for the reset for 31 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. He did kill Gareth, so yes.
He killed Gareth, so fuck him.
Yes, I would agree. 100% agree. He killed my baby. His face is so unsexy in that. It's kind of the issue of... No, that's not true, because that artist has other faces that are better. Yeah, it just looks wrong. I imagine Mash is off-screen whining to smack up. Oh, you can't see it in this art. Out this window is a shield, Avenger-style, flying at his location. In your vid on how/if FGO characters are dead, now Illya is technically functionally dead. Yeah, I've been corrected a lot on stuff like that. The issue with the Prillia stuff, I'm going to be real with you, is I didn't bother to do new research. How was I supposed to know that, like, the entire Prillia cast is currently dead? Why would they do that? You know what I mean? That seems like... I didn't even bother to do additional research into that, because why the fuck would they do that? Like, I will take the L on that one. That's my fault. I should have looked into it. You just found out since I don't keep up with Prisma Illya. Oh yeah, yeah. I can give you the answer. I don't want the answers. Yeah, you want to see what happened?
I see. Even pros make mistakes. That is strangely inspiring for me.
Hold on. Let me show you. Do you want to see what happened to everyone in Prillia? I can show you. Here, no. You know what? We do this. I grab this. So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. Where is she? This goblin. See this? This is Illya. This is Prillia Illya right here. These are the Prillia Illyas right now. Why are they dead? Because they were killed. This is Illya currently. As of the current chapter of fucking Prisma Illya. This is her. This is Miyu from Prisma Illya, and then Kuro is dead. Kuro shot herself in the head. Why is she wearing a latex swimsuit? Because Prisma Illya... Okay, first of all, that's your question, not about the fucking cum fountain behind her. The answer to both of those is because the Prisma Illya people are built differently. It's like not Azure Lane. It's like fucking Blue Archive people. Kuro what? Yeah, Kuro shot herself in the head. It was really graphic. Why? She screamed Persona before she did it. I do like this one. I think this one's cute. A lot of things wrong here. Nah. Nah. I'm gonna choose to believe this is the correct. This is right. Okay, be so for real. If they showed Kuro what the internet had done to her, she'd be into it. She's a little freak for real. What the hell is happening? Don't worry about it. Also, welcome. Hopefully this isn't your first stream, so I don't want to explain what the fuck I was just talking about. This is the bad place? Yeah. There's like a lot of non-canon things. Yeah. It's Japan, what do you expect? First of all, that's not fair at all. That is not correct. Because, believe it or not, no, the Japanese do not actually condone pedophilia, by and large. It's just that there are laws that make it so that it's more normalized isn't the word, but like lowly shit is more normalized. Pedophilia is not. If you engage in that shit in real life, people will actually kill you in the streets. Like, that's one of those things that gets the Japanese people to drop the mask and they'll start kicking the shit out of you publicly. They don't fuck around with that shit. It's just in media they're more like, it's not real. Being around for Summer Muse release was an interesting time. People were questioning reality. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's my fault. I will take the L on that death video. The other thing that people like to point out on that death video is that I called Percival Perseus, which I didn't even catch. That was 100% just a slip of the tongue. Oops. Also my fault. Except if you're the mangaka for Rurouni Kenshin, apparently. I'm pretty sure he's ostracized. The Japanese will beat pedos in this. Oh, dude, that it's like I have the very, very nice experience of living in Japan. The Japanese are incredibly protective of children. Like you know, way more protective of children than like media would have you believe. But there's also the thing, like, you know, did you know that the reason why the main character in FGO doesn't drink is because, quite genuinely, the act of seeing a child drink in media, like get drunk in media, is a fucking major, like, not a taboo necessarily, but it's one of those things where people, like, it takes people aback. They're like, Oh my god, no, you can't show that. Yuji cosplayer recently beat up a pedo at a convention. Beautiful. Got any predictions for the 11th anniversary servant? It's going to be young Gramp. I was in Singapore? Yeah, close enough. Godot isn't 20 yet. I think as of right now, we will... Okay, we'll probably get a with the advent of the next chapter, the next big chapter, we'll probably get more concrete confirmation on where, like, we are in the story. Because right now, we were kind of just, like, grabbed and... like pulled out of time, kind of, or whatever. We're kind of amorphously floating around in the current state of the story. Also, howdy. And I'm sure we'll get more information on where we are and fucking all that soon, TM. But I think for right now, I think they're purposely leaving it kind of ambiguous to build up tension and maybe hype. I'm looking forward to Part 3 has to offer. I am not looking forward to how the community will react to the fact that Part 3 is going to happen. I don't think it would be... okay. I think adding Galahad to the game would be stupid from just a story perspective. It does not make any sense. Theoretically, it could work because it'd be like, yeah, we're going to, after the events of the finale, like, sure, like, we can have people show up. We can have him show up. It'd be fine, right? But I don't know. I feel like him being here kind of defeats everything that happens in MASH's arc throughout, like, everything. She's like, all right, I learned I can do all this stuff by myself. All right, hey, that guy's now here. Watch them save Azrael.
Any thoughts on the promotional art they released, husband?
What promotional art are you talking about? What's he going to do the exactly, right? Yeah, he may become like a thing later on down the road, but like right now I don't see it happening. We have a better chance, I think, of getting Kamazotes than we do of getting Galahad. Doesn't he not like us? It's complicated. I don't think we're going to go to the Temple of Time, no. It's like a permanent fixture. What about his altar? No. Oh, you didn't see... well, here's the thing. I probably did see it. I just don't remember. But if you got something, yeah, ping me in the Discord. I open the Discord and I see Damuramu's cats. Hell yeah. Yo, what's up? I'm a new player and I'm at 200 cores. Still a lot of story to clear, so a lot of gems. Should I go for Tiamat? Really like her, the story. I only have Draco for my account as a 5-star. If your only 5-star as a new account is Draco, you are in such a good place, it's not even funny. You have debatably the best early game servant in the entire game, with the only exception being Castoria. You're good, dude. If you got Draco, you can roll for whoever the hell you want. I'd say go for Tiamat. I like Tiamat. She's not as good as Draco, and she's a little bit more niche, but she is a good unit all the same. I do like her a lot. And if you like her in the story, then you'll like her. I mean, you know, she's good. She's good. Good character. Tagged you in the sub chat? Alright, let's see it. Oh, that one. Yes, I did see that. Ugh. I did see that. It's leaning like we're gonna have foreigner stuff happen, which would be kind of cool. I hope that we do. Yeah, that mean, well, if they're a new account and they're asking, I'm assuming that they're asking primarily for advice on like characters that are strong. The general rule of thumb with gacha, I would say, is the only character genuinely that you quote unquote need for the game is Caster Artoria, and that's kind of it. But even then, you don't. She's not gonna make you. She is the easy mode of this game. If you get her, the game becomes way easier. You can still clear all the content in the game without it. Yeah, Draco is busted. I've been telling people, and people gave me shit for it initially, being like, yeah, Draco's gonna be really good for like people who are just starting out. They're like, yeah, but she doesn't hold out until like the late game. I'm like, yeah, bitch, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm a new player, Mr. Sensei. My friend who introduced me to FGO told me to burn Draco after I got her on a ticket to get a 10 pullback since she is bad, and he said, but nothing happened. Oh, that's because you didn't follow the ritual exactly. So what you actually need to do to make sure that works is you need to make sure your phone is plugged in and charged. After your phone is charged, you need to make sure you do this correctly. Unplug the USB, not the part attached to the phone, but to like the port of like the brick. Unplug that and pop that up your ass, and then it will transfer all the data where it needs to go. I hope that helps. You came out of hibernation again? Welcome back. Yeah, by and large, my bit of advice for that, if you're a new player, is roll for characters that you think are cool, and everything else kind of like falls into place over time. Also, don't spend money on this game. I know it'll be tempting. This game gives you so much money. This game gives you so much fucking in-game currency when you're just starting out. Do not be tempted to spend money. That's a last resort. Where that's gonna... Okay, well... It doesn't help. I don't know, man. You did it wrong. Instructions uncleared. I tried and summoned an Uma Musume. Bro is set. Who'd you get? You get Agtac? Bro got fucking Fuji Kiseki now. Master, we must win the Arima Kinen. Lock the fuck in. It needs to be a USB-C. It cannot be a lightning adapter. My starter FGO cert was Maeve, and I've been here for 10 years now. I mean, I lucked out with mine. My starting 5 stars were Da Vinci and Ku Alter. And if you can imagine, Ku Alter, on release, was one of the most broken characters of the whole game. If we do this ritual and there is a chance of isekai, don't do that. FGOCN, wish me luck playing the story. Best of luck. Hope that you enjoy. Story is the best part of FGO. You know what? I do want to talk about that a little bit. I saw on social media, I know, everyone's favorite website, Twitter, there was a discussion happening about, so maybe some of you guys saw it, apparently like a mobile ad company or something modded ZZZ and Honkai Star Rail with Fate character skins and uploaded like a trailer of it being like Fate. It was like Fate Grand Arcade or some fucking dumb shit. And someone had said, "Hey, can you imagine if FGO actually had gameplay like this? It would bring in so many new players." And you know what? To that person, you're right. I don't disagree with you. You're right about that. And I don't even necessarily think it's a bad thing to try out new things like that. For my money, though, I think that the way how FGO is currently structured and how it goes about its delivery and gameplay and story, I don't think that it could work as a 3D action game. You know what I mean? I don't think that you could do a game like FGO as a ZZZ type game. I do not think it could work. The only mediocre thing about FGO is the gameplay. That's the thing. I think that's fucking cap. I like the gameplay, but I'm also an old man who really likes turn-based. That's just me, though. That's personal preference. I can't fault anybody for thinking that, which is why I don't necessarily disagree with the person who made that claim. To be like, this would bring in so many more people. It would bring in way more people if they did FGO 2 as a 3D action game. I will say this, though. I cannot stand the Genshin style combat. It's so... People want to say that fucking farming FGO is mindless. Genshin combat requires no brain cells. You could put a chimp missing half of its brain in front of a computer and it could probably do Genshin combat just fine. I like FGO as an RPG. It's good. I like it. What a 3D turn-based game like HSR. I think that a Honkai Star Rail-esque game, if the combat was 3D, yes. If just the combat was 3D and they did live 2D characters over it, that could work. Like, imagine Nikke-style story delivery, but with Honkai Star Rail combat. I think that could work. The problem with having it be... I've talked about this a million times, but fuck it, I'll do it again. I love it when people pull the string on my fucking back so I can repeat my same lines over and over again. What the fuck was it? I lost my train of thought completely. I looked over and I saw a Borpgus and it blew my mind. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Genshin Impact storytelling. Let me... It's been... I will preface this. It has been somewhere in the ballpark of probably 3 years since I've touched Genshin Impact. It's been a long time, right? I've not played the game in a very long time. I dropped it because the game got boring for me. Because I hated the Genshin-style combat, and also I don't want to be a part of a game where the people who are in charge of the game clearly resent the community. The people like running Genshin clearly do not like their community. And you can just kind of pick up that vibe really, really well. Well, so when you're playing FGO, the story and combat are broken up pretty like well. It's laid out in a visual novel style. You click on the chapter or the section you want to go to. You read through that, and there might be a combat section, there might not be. Right? And that's all well and good. And so, you get the story. You can read up through as much story as you want and put down the game when you're satisfied. And you don't really feel necessarily burnt out or like, oh, like I had to go through such an arduous thing to get to this story. The draw of FGO is the story. It's why you're playing the game, right? you're playing FGO because you want to see how these characters, like, you know, where they go. How you get story in Genshin Impact, however, is, okay, you're in the village, right? You're in fucking, I don't know, the castle with the girl who's totally not Saber. And you're like, okay. So you got to go, so the current main mission you got to go do is you have to go talk to, like, Jim Bob. Jim Bob is in the next village over. And so you got to go over to him. It's gonna, you could fast travel. You could fast travel there, and you have to search for him. Maybe you'll find something. Okay. Maybe you don't want to, though, because it's close enough. So, like, you know, you go there anyway. But, you know, it's an open world game. Fast traveling through the open world game kind of defeats a lot of, like, the shit that you're doing. But whatever, you're just going to walk it. You walk over there, or even if you fast travel, it'll probably take about the same amount of time, like 5 minutes. Take care of that. Go talk to Jim Bob. Jim Bob gives you like 3 lines of dialogue being like, oh, my chickens escaped. They're over in fucking the windswept willows. And you're like, okay, so you have to go get those in the windswept willows. You go to the windswept willows. That takes you another fucking like 15 minutes to go find them because they put one of them in a stupid fucking treetop all the way up there. And oh, wait, there's also a moon thing, so maybe I have to get distracted and go get that. Okay. It's like, I feel like I'm getting fucking jiggies in Banjo. Like, okay, go back to Jim Bob then. It's now been a total of 20 minutes have elapsed. All right, Jim Bob, what can you tell me about the story? Oh, my sister, oh dear God, she's over in fucking Gugelheim. Gugelheim is over on the other side. You haven't unlocked that place yet because it's locked by story. You must go there now. Like, okay, and then you go there. Go to that area, you have to walk there, it takes somewhere like fucking 30 minutes to get there, you have to fight through a bunch of fucking mobs in this dumbass combat section. After you get to that, you go talk to the sister, and the sister's just like, oh, you know Jim Bob? Here, I can fix the bridge for you. And then she fixes the bridge for you, then you go there, and then you meet like a guy who's just like, he has a different character model. You know he's important because he doesn't look like a 1-1 NPC, and then he talks to you, and he's just like, the wind is sweeping through the valley, and then there's a dark wind, and I saw the dragon over the hill, and other cryptic bullshit, and then he vanishes into a fucking puff of smoke, and then you're like, okay, cool, and you go back to the castle, and you tell her that a fucking guy disappeared into a puff of smoke, and she's like, oh, now you must go to this thing, and then repeat that for 80 hours, and that's Genshin storytelling. It sucks. I can't stand it. I cannot stand how they do that shit. Yeah, that's not even getting into the optional content, right? Because there's also, like, some of these places, like, you have to go do a certain amount of side stories before you can, like, actually can progress to the main thing. Go talk to the little boy in Inazuma who's next to, like, a broken down cart and find out that he's a ghost. Achievement get! Like, okay. Okay. Also include a bit where they tell you the same thing 50 times to make sure you get, oh yeah. So, like, again, last time I played the game was 3 years ago. I quit midway through Inazuma because it did that shit, and it was so fucking tedious and boring, and by that point I was fed up with the combat. Maybe it's gotten better. I'm not going to discount the idea that it could have gotten better, right? I'm not going to sit here and, like, shit talk a game I'm not currently playing into that regard, but for I played the game from launch until about 3 years ago, and it was bad. And, like, you know, at launch there was, like, a little bit of a mystique about it that was just, like, you know, oh, it's this new thing, and, like, okay, they're adding some new content here and there. It was the first year of Genshin was very good. The first year of Genshin was very good because, like, you know, they gave you things. There was still a lot of, like, wonder and things that could be added and new ideas that could be implemented. And then they just never evolved past that. I feel like they didn't really do much more besides, like, what they did in year one, and they just kind of repeated it over and over again. My biggest peeve is in there is later in Inazuma because there is a main mission that is locked behind unmarked side quests. That shit's dumb as hell. Like, I get it. I get that you should do progression to progress through things. I played RPGs, or fucking MMORPGs. I got all the way to Pandaria in World of Warcraft solo. I'm currently caught up on fucking well, that's not true. I haven't gone through the what is it? I've not done Dawn Trail in Final Fantasy XIV. I still need to go through that. Like, it's not that, like, I hate the idea of, like, doing side quests and, like, little tedious missions and getting the story like that, but it's just, like, how it's delivered and how much bullshit you have to do in Genshin to get to any bit of lore or story, and then have so much shit locked behind a bunch of bullshit. You're just like, God, fuck off, you know what I mean? Star the Ma Wild Girl, thank you for the sub, the Prime sub. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Got French Vanilla. What I miss? You missed a whole rant. Go back and rewatch that. And here's the thing: I played Honkai Star Rail for a bit. I have no strong feelings about Honkai Star Rail. I thought it was a solid like 6 out of 10. It's good. It's fine. Yeah, it sets out for what it wants to do, and it's fine. It's enjoyable. It's just it just didn't keep my attention. FGO and Warframe are some of the only games I still play. I mean, that's valid. Here's the thing: you want to talk about games? The game I've played the most in probably the last month is Mahjong Soul. I've just gotten really into doing fucking tabletop shit. It's just like board games. I feel like that's me growing older. It's like board games, and I beat the original Legend of Zelda in 6 hours recently because I just had never done it before. I was like, yeah, let me try this, and it was great. I had an amazing time with that. It was literally a 10 out of 10 experience. Perfect game. I gave up on Star Rail and Amphoresia, never went back. Have you played Balatro yet? Balatro is one of the only games I have installed on my phone, and whenever I have to travel for extended periods of time, I can literally just make all of the time in like an airplane go away by playing Balatro. It's awesome. Have you considered or peeked over to chat? No, because Wuwa, from my understanding... Look. People will probably get mad at this. Wuwa, to me, is just Genshin Impact again. I know that there's things that are different, but if you were to show me screenshots of Wuwa versus screenshots of fucking Genshin, I could not tell you what's different. Those two games, to my understanding, suffer from the exact same issues. Mind you, I've never played Wuwa, so I can't speak to it. I have no idea. I just have no interest in it. I just do not have any interest in it. Also, I'm just going to say this. The name pisses me off. Wuthering Waves' name pisses me off, but that's also just because I'm an English major, and Wuthering Heights is an actual fucking story, which is where they got that word from, and you can't tell me otherwise. And there's like, we have to have alliteration. Wuthering Waves. And I'm just like, oh god. That's just me being cynical. That's just me being cynical about that. I'm sure the game is fine, and I've heard good things about it, so I have not played it. I don't have an opinion on it. I just think it looks like Genshin, and it reminds me of bad times. It looks good, but I played it for a couple of hours, and it was just talk to the guy. So it's Genshin again. I feel like being handheld through a carnival ride. Thank you, Klidge. I got you. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but I got you. Yeah, I cannot speak to anything about Wuwa aside from like my impressions as an outsider. I could be completely wrong. You know what I mean? I could be 100% wrong about my assessment on that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know anything about Wuwa. Surely they meant it to be Withering Waves. I think it's supposed to be Wuthering. Wuthering is a word used almost exclusively by people in the turn of the century from like 800 and 900s. How's it going? At least Arknights has a base building mini game. Like, okay, I couldn't get into Enfield. I think for me it's just I just don't like 3D gacha games. I just don't fuck with them. I don't know, something about it.
Random question, but if Kratos from God of War was a servant, what class would he be?
What kind of question is that? Berserker, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say this: the best gacha game that I've played recently, that is not one that may be on people's radars, is Chaos Zero Nightmare. Which Chaos Zero Nightmare is Darkest Dungeon. It's a gacha game with Darkest Dungeon combat. And if that perked your fucking ears up, go check that out. It's got live 2D for like all the characters, and it has the combat of Darkest Dungeon, the first one. So if you like both of those things, you'll like that game. I really like that one. I didn't stick with it. I probably should have, but I mean that one gets a Klidge seal of approval for being a really fun idea that was executed very well. It didn't perk my ears. It made me cower in fear. Good. Is it a time sink? No, I'll be honest, I didn't get that far. I played like maybe 5 hours of it. I think Kratos as an Avenger makes more sense than a Berserker, but I feel like Berserker, in my brain, it fits better. But Avenger, I mean, yeah, that checks. That tracks. Making slow progress on this. I'm running out of Genshin shit to talk about. I don't know. What's it called? Chaos Zero Nightmare.
Hey Klidge, have you seen that bird dancing video? The one with Michael Jackson's Chicago?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Literally no idea. OG Kratos, Avenger. Norse Kratos, Berserker. Valid. Fair enough. Why does Otto's name have a red text? Ask Otto. I don't know. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm basic. Yeah, the person who I made a comment to on Twitter about that, about adding the combat or changing the Fates combat, made some mentions that there is more that they could do for Fate's current combat system to maybe make it more engaging. I think, if I'm remembering right, I think they said that it was boring or dull or something along those lines, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm not going to fault anybody, because I mean, if you've been playing the same game for 10 years, you probably get a little bit burnt out on clicking one of the 9 buttons at a time. You know what I mean? I don't blame anybody for that. But like, I don't know. Song list? I got you. Yo, check this out. Do you still do the certain support reviews? If yes, how and when? I do. I've not done one in like 5 months. Holy shit. I'm going to do one next week on Monday, a week from today. No. Yes. I'm going to do one a week from today, in which case I will drop a link in the Discord for it and then go from there. God, it's been a minute. Time be flying. I've just been busy. Evening. Was saying, yeah, no. The person had said that there's ways to adapt the combat. Like, I guess Star Rail has like you could do interrupts and stuff while combat's happening from the other side. I think that finding ways to implement something like that could be interesting. Doing like bursts and shit midway through, I think could be interesting. I think there's ways to adapt like the turn-based format in ways that are like fun. Thoughts on arcade? I've always felt like they should port it to PC, maybe make it more like a live service battler. Not to unlike League, but keep the arcade style combat. See, I played arcade. Arcade plays not great. In my opinion, it did not play very good. I thought it was just okay. I'm gonna be so dead ass when I say that the genuine appeal of FGO Arcade for somebody like me was to get the cards, right? It felt very dated. Mind you, it's not, I'm not even gonna blame, I don't even really want to blame FGO for that. A lot of those arcade cabinet games like that is like, it's just not, they just don't function very well. There's too many moving parts with it. I don't know. I feel like I've checked out a couple of games like that that are like in the arcades, and they're all just kind of like, yeah, they're okay. They're serviceable. But you know, I would like for them to have maybe done something like bring it to PC. But it's also like the way how that game was set up. It's hard to describe, but it would be very difficult, I think, to try and implement it to PC effectively, because so much of the combat is, well, so much of the draw of it is the cards, and you need the cards tied to everything. They'd have to rework everything to get that to work. Also, what new mystic code or skills would you like? I would like for them to give Gareth a new outfit where she's in a maid outfit. And I want Barghest. I want Barghest. I want the Master of Chaldea to be dressed up as Barghest in her third ascension. Both genders. I want more than anything from FGO's a new game plus story / fight replay feature. Fight replay would be good. Story is something that is going to just happen naturally because it's a story game. I think that doing an overhaul of this game would be kind of cool. I don't even know if they would need to, like, you know, I don't even know if they would need to release a sequel. I think that calling it FGO 2 would maybe not work out as well as they would hope. I mean, you know what game I want to see? I've been championing this for a long time, and we're kind of getting it, but not quite. Give us an FGO fighting game. And I don't mean Melty Blood. I love Melty Blood. Melty Blood is fun. I played a lot of Type Lumina. A lot of Type Lumina was good. Get us like an FGO fighting game. Because then you can have characters. Yeah, fuck 2. I want fuck 2. They need to release fuck 2. That's Fate Unlimited codes for all of you who are not in the know. Which was the Fate Stay Night fighting game. Fate Enormous Order. Fate Humongous Order. Is it bad that I want a new Fate game but based in London? Yes, you should get those thoughts in your brain and push them out. Fatal Fake, yeah. I want a fighting game. Fuck it. Make it a tag fighter. That seems to be all the rage with all the fucking kids these days is tag fighters. They're just releasing fucking the new Marvel game that I think is a tag fighter. They're releasing fucking 2XKO, which is a tag fighter. Make an FGO tag fighting game. I wanted any other FGO character but Dante's Ushi and Melty Blood. Whoa, whoa, chat member. Whoa. We don't speak ill of Ushi in this house. And she looked great in that fucking outfit. Dante's was just kind of Dante's, which I think was kind of like whatever. You know what I mean? I like Dante's. Dante's is cool, right? However, when Dante's showed up, it was just Dante's. Ushi showed up, and it was just Ushi, but it's Ushi trying to adapt and pretend that she's not Ushi, which to me has a lot of appeal as a huge Ushi enjoyer. It's kind of funny that I've become so associated with Barghest as time has gone on, because I talk a lot about Barghest and I do love Barghest, when in reality my favorite is still and has always been Ushi. He do be kwahahaing, yes. Bro's up to something devious. Associate you with Tamamo Cat? Yeah, that too. Your Ushi man to me. Fox is the Barghest man. Good. I will always be the Ushi man. I was gonna say I'm not taking a plushie situation. I'm not here divorcing Ushi. I'm merely building my polyamorous relationship with now both Ushi and Bargy. And Cat can watch, I guess. If I get an FGO fighter with Old Man Lee, that's what I mean, those, right? Like, FGO has so many, like, characters that you could pull. We did a whole fucking video about it. A whole stream dedicated to just making the FGO fighting game roster. If they just put, like, okay, first of all, they can put Saber in it. Saber's in more fighting games than she is Fate games, and I don't think that's a joke. I'm pretty sure Saber is featured in more fighting games than she is in like actual like name brand Fate games. Somebody can do the research on that, but I need to know. But yeah, there was like there's so much potential. Put Saber in there, put Herc in there. You can do Archer again. Fuck it, just give him the same string. Put Luvia in there, but make it Estrella, and then give her the same fucking stupid infinite combo where she bitch. I'm pulling up the video. This is an infinite, by the way. It's a really hard to pull off infinite, but it's an infinite. Oh yeah, also multiple break bars because go fuck yourself. This is a game that was played for money. People played that game for money, I'm pretty sure. Let that sink in. That has to be her NP. Dude. The Hokuto no Ken Leaves of Infinite. Dude. There are worse ways to go, I guess. Still being smacked by some Reibuki's giant ass. People play any fighter for money. Dude. One of my favorite things that ever happened on the internet was when the Marvel Rivals tournament. It was like for like $50,000 or something like that, and a coach was like, "We're here for the vibes."
So this is what happens in the Adventures of Lord Delmao, the second novels.
Yes, that was fucking.
I did play the Digimon Gacha. Digimon Realize was its name. which had a PvP mode, but I don't think something like that would not work inside FGO.
No, I don't.
Because of balancing reasons and other stuff.
You couldn't do PvP in FGO, no. Unless you're, what they could do is have it be like Grands versus Grands or something like that, but I still don't think that would work. Yeah, so what was it, last year there was a $40,000 Marvel Rivals tournament, and it was just like, yeah, a coach was just like, we are here to play for vibes, not the money. So you shouldn't be taking it this seriously. And then that made people on fucking... It's one of the best days on social media. Because every fucking niche fighting game community was just like... People playing with Marvel Rivals be like, oh, it's just 40k, haha. And then it's just like people outside of like the Tekken Tag 2 tournament fighting for fucking bus fare home. And just people killing each other. People have fought and killed and gone fucking crazy sweaty over nothing for fighting games, and it's beautiful. It's mwah. I wouldn't have it any other way. Getting into the fighting game community and becoming one of them has opened my eyes to how A, hilarious some of that shit is, and B, it's just a whole new world, man. It's so fun. 2K for 2 prizes is huge for a fight. Oh my god, dude. You could go home as a champion, and you could like lose all of the money that you fucking spent buying like a fucking curry on the way back. All of the money that you earned, you down the drain. You wanted extra cheese on your curry? Get the fuck out of here. Hokuto no Ken ass player. You need to look at the best. Okay. I know which one you're talking about. I know that combo, and I'm not showing it on stream because I don't want to just sit here for 3 minutes and watch a motherfucker bounce up and down as the hit counter goes up. I know exactly the one you're talking about, and it's happened. I've seen a couple of those, and they're all fucked up. I'll be happy as long as you get extra record. One day for sure, right? Mugen players fought for an Astolfo body pillow. That's the shit we're here for, dude. It's about the love of the game. The game is violence. Exactly. When are we gonna have a cooking live? Maybe if I'm ever back in America. And would they ever be able to add King Protea? No. They get Nero Draco? I think I have her NP3, but I've not rolled it all for this most recent banner.
Didn't extra record get like
not canceled
or something?
It did not get canceled. It's on an indefinite release hiatus due to an issue of there's an issue with the publisher. This isn't an event. This is clearing Ordeal Call 3 free quests. Who else would be a good fighter for that game? I mean, Ku is a pretty obvious one. You know who I'd want to see in that? Beowulf. Did I miss the FGO talk? Brother, it's been going on. It's been ongoing. We're talking about how FGO 2 should be a team fighter. Join the conversation, won't you? Himiko would be good. Himiko would be a good one. They would have to have like a child or two, right? They would put kids in there. From the book Beowulf? Kind of? I mean, technically, yes. Bundy? I would love it if they'd put Bundy in there, but they would never. I would give them the license to use Bundy, but they wouldn't do it. You know, since we're talking fighting games, I show every time fighting games come up, I show this. Which means I know that you know. If you're in this stream long enough, you know what I'm about to pull up. Because we're talking about fighting games. Chat, what long-time listeners, what am I about to put on the screen? How well does my chat know me? Since we're talking about fighting games, I'm just curious if anybody's gonna if anybody's gonna guess it right. Guess be good, Kentucky be good. The old roster we did forever ago. Nope.
I want FGO PvP mode where instead of servants you use mob enemies.
That could be interesting, but I don't think that would ever come to fruition. Well, I guess my chat does not know me that well. Behold. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you not see that? Sorry, that's her whole hitbox. That's Miyako. Oh, what they don't show you is that this is also all across the floor. Let me also shrink this down. There you go. That's a penis? That's Miyako. She knows Baji Kwan. Melty Blood is such a stupid game. Melty Blood is also a game that's played for money, and I think Miyako is like I don't know if she's a low tier, but I think she's like a mid-tier character. Yeah, the black and white here, like the pure black really highlights this. Who said this was legal? French bread. Miyako is mid. Yeah, she's just okay. I like playing Coma and grabbing her by the head and slamming her into a wall. It's really funny. If FGO EOS, will people actually want to revive the game? I mean, yeah. I think FGO will eventually EOS, but as of right now, I think that it's not likely to happen. Do you like grapplers in fighting games usually? Kind of. Okay. I like big boys in fighting games. I like playing the big guy. So, like, for example, in Tekken, I play Kuma. In Street Fighter, I play Honda. In what is it? Grand Blue, I played Ladiva and also Charlotte. Charlotte is not a big boy. That's a very, very small girl. But, you know. Yeah, I like the big guys, and the big guys, yeah, in the big guys occasionally a grappler. So, for example, Coma. Coma in Melty Blood is a grappler. That motherfucker picks people up by the head and slams them on the ground, and I love it. The man after my own heart. Also, he looks like Kotomine. I think that if and when FGO does enter EOS, I think that the proper way to, if they want to preserve it, which people would be just to have the game just sell the game individually as a visual novel that you can read for like $15. Fuck it. If it's gonna be this long, honestly, you could probably rightfully charge $30 to $60 if it's gonna have this much content in terms of like reading and progression, and then just cut all of the combat. Not Jack, he's also a bug guy. Then again, the tech. Here's the thing. I do play Jack. I play Jack, and I like to play Jack, but I stopped doing that because it pissed off my friends. My friends were like, if we got into the combat screen and they saw they were fighting Jack, they got mad at me. People were just like, fucking, I hate this guy. Mind you, bitch ass Jordan, motherfucking Jordan. You know who Jordan plays? Jordan plays King. His ass plays King. You want to talk about big boys that I hate fighting against that are grapplers? King. Favorite beast of humanity? Olga. Bro wants to give me a hard time for picking Jack, and then he plays King. I'm just like, brother. By the way, this is going to be the last note that we do, and I'm going to call it a stream. Got to be up at work at 7 tomorrow. Hey, breakfast shift. Sleep well. Here's the thing, though. Jack is really funny because Jack is not a serious character. Jack just be doing crazy shit that makes no sense. Like, you can do a thing with Jack in Tekken where you, like, do a Mario-style ground pound and land on your ass, and then you can just, like, rock'em sock'em robots, like, punch forward and move forward while doing that and get somebody in a chain while you punch their shins out. Or you can T-pose on a motherfucker, fly into the air, and land on them. And the first time I did that to Jordan, he lost his shit. It was great. No, we keep the... No, you'd have to cut the combat. Any pins on Lucky Chloe in Tekken? I've not played this most recent season of Tekken. Team Mom Draco or President? I like the President a lot. Every fucking person on the island wanted to marry her, and somehow my me won out. I did not influence that. Actually, you know what? You know what I think they should do? Now that I'm just thinking about fighting games and the new Melty Blood coming out, they should put Olga into the new Melty Blood. And that's not just because, like, FGO representation, but Olga is, like, an all-across Tight Moon character. I think that they could put her in. I want to see Olga in more things. I want Olga to go out and experience more things. And what I mean by that is I want her to go catch these hands out in the fields. Something adversity builds character. Put Ritsuka in Melty Blood. What would Ritsuka's moveset even be, though, is the thing. I mean, I guess they could be a puppet character where they have servants come out and do things, but I feel like it would be kind of unfair. I've seen nothing but hate for the possibility of FGO and Melty. Well, that's social media. I think that what they need to do is they need to strike a good balance with it, right? I think that, so one of the things that made me really throw up an eyebrow was that the main character of Melty Blood, the series, is Xion, who is currently very occupied being in FGO, right? Xion is the main character of that series, was not in Type Lumina. Which is like... What? Imagine having a Mario game, it's labeled a Mario game, but Mario ain't there. It's just like, what, huh? I feel like I got duped here, boss. I feel I think that there are servants that could definitely work in it. That could be fun. For example, I think a good character that could work naturally into something like Melty Blood would be Li Xuan. Old man Li Xuan. He's already a fucking Baji Quan guy. You know what I mean? You could make that work and it would feel natural. Another, like, Beowulf is another one because he's just like, but the thing with him is he's not popular enough. They would need to be characters who could build hype. The reason why I think that somebody like Olga could work is because Olga isn't exclusively an FGO character. Olga is just a fake character. She's just around, right? She's in other fucking... He's in other fucking content aside from... Or she's in other fucking content aside from FGO, so she could work out. I think Mash being there is fine too, because Mash is like the perfect representative of the game, and her fighting style was really fun. Saber also, I mean, but Saber is also just like, again, one of the most... Saber is easily like the most passed around fake character, or like, yeah, fake character in history. She's everywhere. Who would be an actual like choice for a servant that they could release into Melty Blood that people would accept pretty easily? Learned a few days ago, a buddy of mine hates Olga Marie from Earth to Pluto and back. If you mention her, he stops talking writing to you for an entire week. Yes, he's weird. Yeah, that sounds like mental problems. I'm gonna be so real with you. If you're that hung up about the mere mention of a anime character's name, then quite possibly you need to revisit your priorities. Tez, he's stylish enough. They could do something with Tez. I think Kotomine would be a good one. If they just put Kotomine in there, that could work. Yeah, Rasputin, Kotomine, that could work. They should add Koyanskaya of Light and just make her like Happy Chaos, and everyone would hate it. Emiya could work. I don't think they're gonna lean that much into... I think multiple Stay Night characters would probably be like, Assassin from Shinjuku would work, but the problem with him is I don't think he's got the staying power for it. Like, I don't think very many people remember him. Jolter could work. Emiya is much the face of fate as Saber. It's not the same. It's not even close. I understand what you're saying, but like also, it's not. It is not even remotely close. We're talking like leagues difference. Shiori versus Tomi and Ablanda. Actually, do you know who they could add to the fucking game? And it would make total sense for them to do it in like the base roster. Man. They could add Man. Because it would align with the fucking... the Witch on a Holy Night anime. That would be a recently airing thing that's coming out. And also he has like, I mean, he's a fighter. It could work. They could do it. Man just plays like a Street Fighter. Exactly. Would you all buy an NSF version of FGO? No, probably not, actually. They did that. It was called Fate Stay Night, and it was just okay. He could have a funny self-sacrifice super. Well, I mean, they make it something like that that's like, you know, just okay. You don't want it to actually kill him. Make it like Cyrax's fatality, where he like goes up behind you, grabs him, and blows himself up. What about a Dojin? Those already exist. Yeah, Chaozu. Oh, I don't think I can play this. That's copyrighted. I'm just trying to think of, like, who throws hands. Who, like, is someone in this game who, like, throws hands? No swords, no nothing. He's just like, alright, we're dying today. Fuck it, let's go. There's gotta be a couple of them, right? Why aren't the servants banging like Olympic athletes? Some of them are. So the short answer to that is that some of them are, but most of them aren't because of influence. The longer explanation is that when a servant is summoned, they are influenced by their master's mental state, and the Master of Chaldea is incredibly not horny. So it's just like, you know, what do you, like, what, that it probably has an impact on a lot of them, but there is confirmation that Fergus and Maeve bang it out frequently. And I think there's a couple of others that are like, I mean, there's a whole like thing where we walk in on Brynhild and Sigurd having sex, except they have freaky ass sex. All of them have. All the ones that are like in actual relationships have, and some of them that are interested probably have too. Is this how some of you guys find out that your waifu is cucking you with a servant that they knew in history? Sorry. Seeing is the least horny version of Doman, Ibuki, Maeve, and so on. That is correct, yes. You should be scared, by the way. And on that note, I'm going to bed. Fellas, it's 11:30 at night. I got work in the morning. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, more Wind Waker. We're going to be trying to get through the rest of the Triforce charts for Wind Waker, and then on Wednesday, we'll be going through... We'll be going through more Fate stuff. For now, though, I'm going to go pass out in my bed. Talk to you later. Peace out. Big love. Good night.
Yay!
Big Brian 10 times 6. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay.